Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm just gonna kind of do this video, just kind of hold myself accountable in this. I today, or the other day, I made a decision that I was gonna go out at least like 1 week in a month with the express purpose of getting better with the with ladies. And I feel really awkward saying that. I'm turning off this air conditioning. It's kind of getting cold because it's actually kind of warm out today. It's kind of cringe, I know, to talk about it on videos and stuff, like, unless I have a business, like a pickup dating business. But let me tell you, I really want to do, even if I'm not doing much, like, if some days I'll probably be going out and not approaching anybody or making very minimal approaches, and other times I might be in a better mood and just like, with other people now is what I'm doing. I'm already doing that, with other people. There's times where I go out and I do a bunch of stuff, and there's times where I don't do anything. But this is my first time going out alone ever, because I've been out with a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but they have a wingman, which is kind of a training wheels crutch kind of thing to me now. Like, I've got to get rid of that in my head, like that's necessary all the time. But like, this whole notion, it's very, I know it's problematic to people, like the whole, like, going out and doing that and stuff, and like, sergeants for losers, like Neil Strauss said in his book, like, even though it was about sarging, which is what I'm talking about, which it's a slang term for what I'm talking about doing. Now, I have standards, and like, the thing is like, a lot of times, like 90% of the time or more, online dating has not met those standards, unfortunately. I've met some nice women and nice, girlfriends online and stuff that have, I've had relationships from that, but it's just like, and I don't want to like join a bunch of arbitrary, like, well, join like a salsa dancing. There was this dancing at this fair that I saw. It was pretty cool. I'm not going to join like some fucking like cooking class just to get women or something. Most of them will be married and, have a boyfriend. Like, the rando approach thing, getting a lot of them down, challenges a lot of things and a lot of preconceptions and stuff in my brain, and it kind of changes the brain chemistry in a way. I've already noticed, just like a couple of months getting back into doing this, couple times a month, that I'm making better eye contact with people and stuff. So like, I don't think it's like I think there are secondary benefits to doing this stuff. Now, a lot of people think this is just totally evil and cringe and stuff, and terrible and like sexist and like creepy and all that stuff. That's fine. So be it. And I'm the devil. Cool. Whatever. Like, I give a shit. I don't. It's like, I already, I'm at my wit's end with this subject. So 1 weekend a month, regardless of who's with me. My friend might probably meet up with me a little bit later, and we might start, I might probably do better. So this is my first time, like I said, alone doing this stuff, or trying to do this stuff. But 1 weekend a month, both days. And some days I might actually just like do other stuff, like work on myself, like just write, sit down with a notebook and like, this is what I can do. Like, it'll include all that stuff. It's almost like doing one of the pickup artist guys boot camp things. It's like, you write down all this stuff. I'm gonna do this one week in a month and go out there and do this, and clubs, whatever. And I know it's kind of ridiculous saying 1 week in a month, but I have so many other projects, like, I can't like destroy the rest of my life. But like, like, having this compartmentalized into 1 week in a month, I think, at least for now, is very beneficial. Doesn't mean if a guy, like my friend, like, one Saturday here and there, or even, every Saturday, if he contacts me, he wants to go out and not do both days that weekend. But there's 1 weekend a month I will do Saturday and Sunday all day. And, I know this is controversial, people, but, I've had a lot of, as people who followed my channel or know me know that I've had a lot of problems in this area. Like, I mean, I don't think like a lot of like it sounds sexist, but like I don't think women understand the gravity of the way that a lot of women don't understand this. It's like men trying to understand women, like in this, like, you don't understand me, how I feel, It's like there is another side of that for men too. Men that have issues with it's not like I've had no women, like I've had number of partners and stuff, and you know girlfriends, but it's like there's so many problems with that, and so many gaps, and so much lack. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't have a lack scarcity mentality, but like, yeah, it's been rough. It's been really hard. And I'm, getting to an age where it's like shit or get off the pot if I'm not going to do this stuff, like try to get better with all this stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things, and I'm not going to sit here like, I'm not an incel, and I'm not Steve Hoka or like, Elliot Rodger or whoever the hell, I'm not like one of those people. I'm sitting here, and even though I am in my car with sunglasses on, but just like those guys were in their videos. But I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, well, this is just something I have to do. It's something I need to do. I'm not going to listen to people criticize it and think that it's wrong or creepy or whatever, because I already know that, in many people's eyes and much of society's lies, which I've always thought society was hypocritical and just full of shit, since I was a little kid. I wrote songs about it when I was a little kid. Like it was called, I wrote a song called Don't Look Down at Me. I wrote a song called, this is before I think there's another band that did a song called this called Censor Shit or something like that. This is like well, I'm not going to say what year it is because it feels too old to say, but I feel really weird. But yeah, I don't really care about, people's perception of this whole, thing. I'm going to do it no matter what. I'm going to, seek out other people that want to do this with me. I already have people that I do. Not as much as I'd like. I'd like to have, because depending on one to two people, instead of like a group, is hard because someone might have something they're doing that night, or, oh yeah, man, I wish I could. And then you're like, but, I want to get better at this. I want to go out every time. So, I'd rather go out with people, but if I can't go out with people, then that's fine too. Like I said, this is my first night or first day I've gone out alone, and it was absolutely terrible. Because I didn't do anything so far, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna commit to myself and commit to this whole thing. People might not like it. I hope they don't. I hope they're offended. I don't really hope women are too creeped out by it, but some of them will be, obviously, because that's the risk you take. You risk things. It's like woke, like PC society that we're living in. Like, oh, you can't creep out any women any time. Well, it's not like a Me Too level of creeping out, but like a girl is going to be like, maybe she's not in the mood to talk, so she might be creeped out by you talking to her or trying to talk to her. And you're very innocent, benign, even in an innocent, benign way, because you're not supposed to talk to strangers, and you're supposed to just magically meet your partner at work or in school when you're young, and then get married, and then you meet someone online, and then they're whatever, it's supposed to be some kind of magical thing. But there's people like me that have to create the magic. They have to fight, they have to fight for what they want, because otherwise they'd be dragged into mediocrity in their life and stagnant a stagnant life or nothing, you know, a lot of the time. I remember this girl, there was this girlfriend of mine that we broke up. I'm not going to make too many judgments about her in this video, but I'm just going to say this. I would have sex with her once a year. And it was like, she would never, like, she was so weird and mentally, like, off that, like, she would never commit one way or the other. But she said, oh, by the time we're 31, we should get married if we're not with each other. And she wouldn't move either. She was like, I'm stuck in her town. She's like, I'm not moving to a big city like Madison. And, like, it was just totally crap. And this is the type of thing that I expect people that want to bash what I'm doing. They want me to be with, they would like, well, why don't you just be with her? Because she's crazy, or she's or I'm just saying, like, not her specifically, but or this other girl is you know, not appealing to me. These girls, you know, they're just not. A lot of women aren't appealing to me. It's especially from online. Like, I've met girls that have cut like 100 pounds off their. I mean, I'm no thin guy myself, but 100 pounds off their weight in their pictures. Would you be with a man that you know, put $100,000 on their salary? You know, that's a rhetorical question. I can be criticized all day and all night. The only thing that really matters is results. If it results in something, then people will be maybe not apologizing to me, but being like a little bit like, oh, wow, you know. If it does, you know, if things result from this new commitment to this part of my life, which they always do, by the way. It's just that in the past, it's been like more online focused. That, oh yeah, I dated her. Actually, this area was where one of my exes used to work that I met online. I was with for a while. It's kind of funny. So yeah, like, we used to meet actually over there. Some of our early dates, we used to meet in front of that store over there. It's kind of funny. I'm filming this over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do my thing, and you know, people might not like it. That's their choice. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be in the closet about it, because nowadays you get a lot of, and obviously this video is not in the closet about it, but it's like partially in the closet about it. Like, you know, you can see in the closet, like, it's partially, the door is partially open, but you know, I don't open it right up for everybody. You know, I'm just like, I'm not going to start saying, oh my God, I'm getting into pickup artistry. Oh, I'm trying to have sex with all these girls. That's not exactly what I'm trying to do, by the way. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to like wear a shirt that says player on it or some shit, or try to be. I'm not trying to be a player, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to come out and say, oh my God, I'm such a pimp, man. And talk to my family like, hey mom, I'm a pimp. I had a date last weekend. It was so hot. Oh, we did all this stuff. I met her at a bar. I met her on the street. You know, it's like, no, I'm not going to come out and say that. Or, oh, look at this. Oh, this is my notebook with all this numbers and this Excel spreadsheet. Like, you know, I'm not going to come out and say that. But, you know, I think the best way to measure success is just to shut up and succeed. Or to have people, you know, what am I trying to say? The best way to be successful is just to succeed. And shut the hell up about it. That's the thing. And if this doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And it's just, you know, this dorky video I did in October of 2022. But if it works, you know, say 6 months from now, you know, the people will see me. Oh, who's that? Where'd you meet her? You know, my God, you know. And I don't know. It's just, it's pretty ridiculous. Just the whole notion that I have to be bound by these rules and stuff. But, you know, obviously people are weird, but that's about all.